Hello world. Whilst many were focused on the elections in Hungary, unfortunately, people didn't realize that my country, Bulgaria, is going through pretty much the same process. We have key elections this weekend, and I'm sorry to say this, but we might be the next weak link, so to say. In this video, I'll quickly explain why, how we got here, and who are the only people that could prevent this. I believe that the main reason we stand in a very strange situation is because for decades we had a lot of corruption that we as the people were unable to control, from representing normal leaders, from holding them accountable with public pressure, up until the mass protests that broke down the last ruling government that we used to call the Magnitsky Coalition, which is quite important. I will quickly say why. One of the key faces in that government we brought down is sanctioned by the Magnitsky International Law placed by the United States. So he's doing everything possible to get rid of those, and that involves a lot of pleasing the US, and including trying to force Bulgaria into the board of war of the current PDF's administration. This is not against all Americans, but the current people are working against our unions in Europe. And the EU has its problems, but they should be solved and changed, and it shouldn't be destroyed. Because when we don't work together, we end up working against each other around here historically, and we're talking about thousands of years of our history. We've learned our lessons, and unity makes power. This is my personal opinion on this. The current front runner is called Radev from Progressive Bulgaria, which is kind of strange since he's a hardline conservative. He's against us supporting Ukraine, which is financially, I understand this, we're the poorest EU country, and I just hope he doesn't block aid, as he is kind of acting Orbanish, I would say. And what's strange is that he used to be trained in Washington. This is not conspiracy. He was part of the military school or Academy Maxwell. It's just the way it is. And he talks about working with Washington when most Bulgarians are either pro-European or pro-Russian. It's just the region we're in. Bulgaria pretty much gave Russia its alphabet religion because we got them a lot before them. And we have some connections, for better or worse. That's the way it is. I'm not talking about we should have peace instead of World War III. That's my rational opinion. But he's acting more pro-Washington than even pro-Moscow, because he's speaking about working with them instead of as whole of Europe saying, no, we don't have anything to do with this war. It's not our conflict. We're not benefiting from it. We don't want to do anything with it. Instead, it's the other way around, which is very strange. And between him, the last coalition that has some support, I would say that the only people that could prevent this from happening are the coalition PP, which stands for Continuing the Change in Democratic Bulgaria. And they have made some mistakes in the past, as any politicians. Still, many label that the current transition government that has to, make sure that we have normal elections going on. They said that this government is related to continuing the change, and it was thanks to them that we didn't join the board of war, because he said that since everyone from Europe said, no, this is not a place we should be right now, I also believe that our interests as Bulgarians should be our continent, at the very least. Thank you very much for your attention. Please, if you find this informative, like, share, comments, so that more people can maybe speak to some Bulgarians, ask them, tell them that Europe is changing with some more conservative governments, because we have, even Hungary is again a conservative government, but he's not pro-Moscow or pro-Washington. He's pro his country and working with 500 million Europeans, united as the second world economy in many regards, united as the second largest defense budget. Unity makes power. Thank you very much. All the best.